Hey guys, Dan Howman back with another Eternal Evolution video. Today we're going to do kind of a tier list for Triple S. It's kind of going to be like priority for your blue balls, your gene hybrids. You're going to get those right here in the exchange shop. They're right here. They are used as basically a copy of a hero. And I just want to go through what I think the priority is for blue balls, aka gene hybrids. Also, it kind of shows like it'll kind of give you an idea of who you should be building first, who are the most important heroes in the game, all of that good stuff. Again, this is all my opinion, so I just wanted to go through my thoughts on this. All right, let's pull up my spreadsheet. If you don't know, my spreadsheet is always linked in the description below, so if you want to check it out yourself, feel free to do that. Now, okay, so here's what I got. I kind of split it up on the left-hand side, damage dealers. In the middle, we got tanks and vanguards, and then on the right-hand side, we got support units. Now this is basically going to be a pretty good general tier list as well. These are kind of the heroes in the top that I use the most often. In the middle row, I use them a little bit less often, and down here I use them very low priority. Now the reason why Rez and Anaruda, whatever his name is, are down here is because you can get them both very easily without using gene hybrids. So, well, I say that as I only have 2 copies of Anaruda or Adaruda or Anadora. Hold on. Somehow I've done so many. This guy right here is the only guy you can get. Anaruda. Okay, that's what I thought. This is the only guy you can get through advanced summons. The rest are through limited tickets. I just have bad luck. I've gotten 2 of him out of like 9 trillion point 7 quackabillion summons. So yeah. But anyways, I wouldn't use gene hybrids on him unless you really have like all of these triple S's built. I'm almost getting to the point where I have all the triple S's built. You can see on the screen, I have all these immortal besides Rez, Anaruda, and Zyda. So, okay. Now, Guan Yu is actually the only triple S I don't have. He is also in the bottom tier. Do not use gene hybrids on him. At least until he gets some sort of a buff. Again, obviously I haven't built him. I don't even have him, but I didn't even want to pick up a copy for him. He has not had a banner yet in North America. So I don't know, maybe when they put a banner out him, maybe they might give him a slight buff before they put a banner, but we already have 2 very strong vanguards. So I think it's fine that Guan Yu isn't crazy amazing. Anyways, okay, let's begin. So I'm going to start just kind of the top row here. High priority. I have Bailey high priority as using gene hybrids. Now, there's multiple reasons for this. First of all, especially in the early to mid game, he's going to be fire. You're going to use him everywhere. He's going to increase your story progression like mad. You're going to use him in Terradome. You can use him in Disa Caves. You can use him in Sinsaro. He becomes a bit weird in Sinsaro 15 because he'll die from the poison too often. But in 13 and 14, you can use him no problem. He's going to be great in story. He's going to be great in mind. He's going to be exceptional in PvP. Especially Galactic Arena when you have 3 teams. He can really carry a team really strong. Again, this guy's hard to get. You got to save up 700 summons for him. So that's another reason why he is so high in my gene hybrid priority tier list. Just because you can't get him on a banner. So gene hybrids are going to be basically your only way of getting him up to immortal. This was kind of one of my first immortals on my account because I'm a spender. So I got him very quickly done in week 1, and he like boosted my progress like crazy. Okay, so number 1 priority in my opinion for damage dealers is going to be Bailey. Now, if you don't have Bailey, Emma is going to be amazing. Number 2 priority in my opinion is Emma here. Best single target damage dealer in the entire game. She's going to carry you through Ancient Altar, Disa Caves. You can use her not in Terradome, but you can use her in Sinsaro Marsh if you want. If you put her in the right position, she can do it on auto. Otherwise, you can just manual her alt. She does a ridiculous amount of single target damage. Very strong unit. Now, in the top tier, we got Daniel. He pushed Skewer out of top tier, in my opinion. He is much stronger than Daniel. You can actually use him in a lot of content. He has CC in his kit. He has AoE damage. He's got 3 summons. He has a way to block himself from dying. His pet dies instead. He does stuns. He does crazy damage. I've actually just recently exclusive 30'd my Daniel, and I do not regret it. Very, very, very strong hero. Best summoner in the game, hands down. Sorry, Skewer, you're going to go down a slot there. Okay, let me just keep going through the whole front row now. First row, top row, whatever. Leo. he is definitely a priority over Crete. Now, if you already have Crete built, it's okay. It's fine. I use these two together quite often as well. But if you don't have one Immortal and they're similar evolution levels, I would 100% do Leo before Crete. I think Leo is a full tier above Crete in terms of basically everything. When I use him in Twilight, I'm so mad when my Leo dies because then I got to go to Crete. And Crete, he doesn't have that block death. And Crete does some annoying things like push enemies off the screen and some weird stuff like that. So Leo, amazing, top tier. If I had to pick, I would probably go Bailey first, Emma second, Leo, and then Daniel. But Masrani. Ooh, man, it's hard. Actually, probably Emma first. Let me ignore Bailey for now. I'm gonna assume you're free to play. First person I would get to Immortal would probably be Emma. Then it would probably be Leo next, so you have a tank, because you can use Serena as a healer. Then it would probably be Masrani. Then it would probably be Daniel, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my first tier here. I guess I can put it kind of next to people. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? In that order there. Now let's move down. I have some heroes that are kind of halfway in between high priority and medium priority, okay? Now, when you pick a AoE damage dealer, both of them are good, okay? Ravenna has a little bit more damage, and she scales her damage higher over time, but Luke has a lot bigger AoE, and he's able to hit a lot more targets. He's able to hit targets further away from him, and he has a decreased defense on his AoE, and he does true damage. So Ravenna's like better in Spider Boss. Luke is going to be better probably in high stages of story and maybe better in PvP. So they're very similar. I would pick one to do first, but you do want a AoE damage dealer. I use them both a lot, especially in Twilight when you have like an energy bond. So that's kind of the priorities here for these guys. Okay, now damage dealers as well in this category. We got Azina. I find Azina is kind of slightly better than someone like Nautilus. Azina gives extra attacks to the person she supports. She gives increased attack for the people she supports. Natty only gives increased crit rate. So, and they do similar damage. My Azina actually sometimes does a little bit more damage than my Nautilus. So that's why there's just a big discrepancy here, because Nautilus has less support and less damage, but Azina has the same. And you can use Azina in Hunter Bond in Twilight. So that's another reason why she gets used for me a lot more. I always use her in like Decent Caves. I use her in Faction Wars. I use her in Twilight. So I just use her a lot more than I use these three down here. So that's why they're that way. I talked about them. Skewer, again, he's a great summoner. But when they added Daniel, he kind of got knocked out of the first slot. If you're going to prioritize a summoner, I would do Daniel first, and then I would do Skewer as far as gene hybrids go. Again, I talked about Crete and Leo. I think Leo is just a better Crete. He's got more damage. He has a little bit less tankiness, but he has a block death and he has a crazy amount of lifesteal. So it kind of makes up for the fact that he's a bit squishier. Leo's just going to do like 2 to 3 times the damage that Crete's going to do. Okay. Talked about that. Now, Bada is the new Triple S. I think she's a great healer. I still think Masrani is a little bit higher priority. I don't think Bada is too far behind. But again, if you have a Serena already built, especially if she's EX30, you may want to hold off on this. So maybe I do leave her here, and kind of depending if you have a Serena. If you don't have a Serena built already, then maybe she's a little bit higher priority. If you do have a Serena, maybe she's a little bit lower. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave her there. She's just no, I like her here. Let's just put her halfway in between the tiers there. Great healer, a single target tank healer. So Masrani's AoE. He's going to do more healing just because he does AoE healing. And she's going to do more single target healing because she's a tank single target healer. Okay. I talked about these three now already. Nautilus, I think, is a decent damage dealer, but I don't think his priority is very high. He doesn't really have a place. He can't be used in Hunter Bond. He's weird in Energy Bond in Twilight because he's a single target energy dealer. And usually the energy heroes are AoE, so it's kind of weird for the energy bond. It makes them kind of in a weird spot. Now these girls are the AoE hunters. I think they would really excel in Twilight. I'm trying to finish off my Mariami so I can do kind of like a guide on the two of them together. They're going to be extremely good for Faction Wars. But besides Faction Wars and Hunter Twilight Bond. Oh my god, that was a mouthful. I don't see you using them a lot. I have messed around with Pre-Goran Story when she's able to hit 3 targets, and she actually does a really solid amount of damage. I'll get a spotlight on her. Again, probably once I finish Moriami, because I want to show them together. Now, you got your Triple S tank here, low priority Zyda. There's other tanks in the game that are pretty good for elites. You got like Oak and Boar, and then you have these 2 guys, which I used as tanks always. So the only reason I'm even building Zyda is for like another team for Galactic Arena, and for like Twilight, when I lose my tanks, I can use someone in like the throwaway teams to get more damage onto the bosses. Okay, that's going to be it for my Gene hybrid priority list. Comment below what you think. If you have any different opinions, I'd love to hear them below in the comments. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is going to be in my spreadsheet. The link to my spreadsheet is always in the description. That's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. See ya. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like and sub. Have a great day, everyone. Baby Lucas says, hey guys, Happy New Year's. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You should really hit that like button and that subscribe button. Woo! Say, guys.